Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 14th of July 2020 and welcome to video number 200. And this is so awesome to do this because it's like, 200, the video number 200. But I want to talk today about how not to be an idiot. And I want to talk about that, because there's many different reasons how you can do that. But because of this is 200 video, and then we are kind of in the same moment. I'm going to talk about the very specific way not to be an idiot, because there's so many. You can really act stupid and have really negative impact on your life, like saying something stupid, doing something stupid. But I want to talk about the kind of stupidity that kind of makes your life miserable or makes your life meaningless. Because I want to talk about how to look at life in chapters. I want you to kind of be able to look at things from very important moment to very important moment. And we do this kind of thing, with a New Year's Eve or something. Maybe you do that from your birthday to the birthday or something like this. But there are very important moments in life that make it all completely different. It changes everything. And I want you to think about, maybe you got married. Maybe you got a first child. Maybe you moved. Maybe there was something negative. Maybe after years of your relationship you've been dumped. Maybe you're divorced. Maybe, I don't know, your house burns to the ground. Whatever it is, I want you to be able to look at it and ask yourself a question. What was the lessons from the previous chapter, for the previous thing that you experienced? What have you learned? Because so many of us are going over that, not even thinking about it. And then you get to the new chapter without any conclusions, you don't think about it. And the moment of change brings a lot of emotions. There can be many positive, and if they're positive, that's cool. But many of them might be negative. And then, what do? Because the negative emotions are there because you don't have control over what happens. So I want you to look at the thing that happened from the last important change to the change that you're experiencing right now, and ask yourself, what was the lesson? If it was a grind, why? What have you learned? Because if you don't do this, you will see that, and you may think that this whole grind was meaningless. This whole pain that we went through brought no change whatsoever to our life. And then you've been hurt for nothing. But if you're able to learn the lesson, draw the conclusions from all of this, and say, okay, it was hard, it was tough, but I've learned this. It made me a better person. It helped me to see the world from a different perspective. So it's very important to be able to look at it this way, so you could draw the conclusion and be able to see, okay, I've learned this from that, and then going to the next one, you'll be able to look to be even better at what the things that you've learned. Second thing that you want to be able to do is to be able to close the door behind you and not leave anything unsolved. There might be relationships, there might be things, there might be, businesses, things, some inquiries. You don't want to close the door behind you and then have like a, backlash or kind of blowback. People calling you because, listen, hey, this wasn't done, this wasn't closed. It's like finishing, if you've just changed the jobs. You don't want to leave the old one in a situation that they're going to call you back. Listen, you haven't done this. What am I supposed to do about that? You want to be able to give it back, and be able to close the door, having this clear conscience that everything was done as it's supposed to be. So that is why, first of all, learn the lesson. Be able to kind of look at it and have some conclusions that will be able to summarize the whole experience. Second, be able to close the door, have nothing left behind to hunt you down or hunt you back. And point number 3, what you're going to do when the new chapter starts. Because it's right here, right? And first of all, I want you to kind of try to be able to find something that will make the new chapter an option to be something amazing. I want you to have a goal that will allow you to get up in the morning and say, wow, there's something new that I can do, there's something that we can accomplish, and I can't wait. Because if you start this way, you'll see that the momentum that you'll gain will be hard to stop. So the goal would be amazing because it'll open a new chapter. You have the breath of fresh air, and then the goal is there, and we can just attack it. Second thing that is great to have is to have a plan. How are we gonna get there? Like the main idea, main steps that will lead us there, and then maybe it will be great to have a plan B or even plan C. What are we gonna do if this won't work, or maybe that might go wrong, or what is the plan B? Because obviously you won't be able to kind of foresee everything. But one thing that you can do is to prepare and be strategic about it as much as you can. Because the more you plan it, the more you control it. The more you control it, the easier it is to see, okay, this happened, so plan B, bam, we go, no emotions, no fear, everything is under control, so we just know what to do because we planned it before. Because if you won't, the emotion is going to get you, and it might be a tough time because we planned this, but everything went south because the coronavirus, and then what happened then? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want you to be able to look at your past, look at the chapter that you're just closing, draw the conclusions, learn the lesson, do your homework. Then be able to close the door behind you without anything that might hunt you down and get back and kind of annoy you when you're trying to start a new thing. You want to have completely, carte blanche, the completely new chapter in time that you'll be able to completely focus on the new goal. And then point number 3, have the goal that will excite you, and have a plan to get there, and have a plan B just in case. So when something would go wrong, and you were able to perceive it, then you'll exactly know what to do. And I want you to do this because if you start to be able to look at your life this way, you'll start to see that every chapter had its own lesson. Every chapter brings something new, and basically all that experience, all those chapters that you went through life made you who you are today. So that's why you don't want to have regrets, you don't want to have go through life without any sort of examination what happened. You just want to be very precise, because if you look at it this way, it'll change the way you see your life. So this is what I want you to take from this video. You can be an idiot, and it's so easy to be that, to act and live this way. The idiot is someone who basically gets drunk, jumps into his own car and crashes it on the first tree. Idiot is someone who just barks on the wrong tree, says something stupid to the big guy in the club, gets smashed in the face, ends up in the hospital with a broken nose. But the idiot is also someone who is not able to have this ability to look at his life and draw conclusions from it. So that's why if you want to be a person, and if you want to be a guy, especially in a relationship, that's having control of your life, and you make it so you can enjoy it. You want to be able to draw conclusions from chapters, be able to close the door, and start a new one with having something amazing. So think about it and do something about it, because life can be extremely amazing. So that's why I dare you to try to play it that way. If you like this video, share, like, comment. If you didn't, comment as well, give me a shout. What is your idea? What is your experience? And if there's anything you want me to talk about, give me a shout. I'll be glad to do it for you. And that being said, see you tomorrow.